Last week, we had a new character confirmation, and I didn't make a video about this because I was away, but spoilers, it is Dr. Fate. Oh man, dude, like Dr. Fate is like such an underrated character. If you read the comic, if you read the Injustice comic, you know what part he plays in, and it's really interesting to see him being brought back in for a more like a bigger role, I mean, he already had a big role, but like an even bigger role against like Superman and like whatever, right? Gameplay wise, he seems very fast. I mean, they might have sped up the footage or whatever, but like he seems very stylish, and I think I'm gonna like playing him. I mean, he just seems like such a badass, man. I can't wait to see all the type of armor that he has. But going back onto the main video, this is Shattered Alliances Part 2, and for the most part, it's a little bit. I mean, they have more teases to the story, so you can kind of expect where they're going. It's a pretty standard trailer for the most part, but like some of the biggest things are, well, as you can see by the screenshot, we have Ollie. I could talk so much about the comic storyline, but you know, like a lot of people actually played him. He had a very interesting trait. I mean, for the most part, people just use the ice arrow just to get the stun in and then just extend the combos and whatnot. But like, you know, it's cool, like fire arrow or the lightning shock one. Or did he have a poison one? No, I don't think he had a poison one. I think Deadshot's gonna have the poison one in this game. I don't know, like with something with the cinematics in this game, like they put just so much effort into it, like it just looks so much better. I mean, like with the 2017 standards of graphics and everything like that, right? And just like the cinematography, like I talked about in the last Shattered Alliances video, like there's just so much work put into it. And of course, Hal talks about sort of redeeming himself, right? Like he's not that kind of person anymore. So this isn't the Hal from Earth 1, this is Hal from Earth 2. And it seems like Flash and Hal are gonna try to redeem themselves from what they've done, the prior history to Injustice 1 until the end of Injustice 1, because they've done some shit. They looked away from Superman, or like they turned like the other cheek whenever Superman and like the rest of the regime did like some stupid shit, because all they thought they were doing it for justice, but like the Injustice 1 game, they realized that they're being really retarded. So the next scene here, there's gonna be a scene with Atrocitus and Hal. It's kind of obvious, right? Like, you know, maybe Hal's become really frustrated, then like he has too much rage, Atrocitus senses that, then he tries to convert him. And then he's like, no, my willpower is stronger than yours. But the voice actor for Green Lantern, or the Hal, he sounds a lot like Steve Blum. But the next part probably has to be my favorite part of all time, like right here. Fucking Reverse Flash. But it's just like, oh, the speedster scenes are just so cool too, right? It's just like how they animated it, I think is really cool, right? Because like Flash, we had some Flash scenes in Injustice 1, but like, you look at the Injustice 1 gameplay and the cinematics, it looks a little bit outdated. It just kind of looks gritty, but not really like super polished, right? At least compared to like today's day and age. And back then it was fucking dope, right? But like Injustice 2 setting, it just looks so beautiful, and like, oh, Flash, Reverse Flash is just gonna be so cool. They have a Reverse Flash skin available for pre-order, or when you get like the higher bundles, like the limited bundles and whatnot, like the ones that cost more. Fuck. But I mean, he's probably gonna have the same movesets as Flash anyways, but he is a character represented in the game, so it's like fucking A. I love Reverse Flash, man. And if Reverse Flash is any indication to go by, Power Girl is another skin available to be put on top of Supergirl. So maybe Power Girl will also be in the game. You never know. John Stewart is also the alternative for Green Lantern, right? Those three are the ones that come with the bonus for the pre-order. So we might expect some things. You never know. Right here we have Gorilla Grodd, Cheetah, Poison Ivy, Bane. Bane looks so good. He looks so good. Because, you know, like in Arkham Origins, he had like the wrestler mask and everything just covers his face kind of thing, but then and then over time he kind of became more techno-y. Injustice 1 Bane I didn't really like. He just looked too brutish, but like they toned him down more. He looks more subtle in this game, but like still very menacing. And on the right, and on the very right, everybody's saying it's Captain Cold. And you know what? It's probably gonna be Captain Cold. You know, he's got like the jacket. He looks fucking buff as hell though. I don't know. It looks like the ice grenades, maybe like cold gun and things like that, you know. It's probably Captain Cold, because like you wouldn't have any other member standing with Grodd with his when you look at the bio, it says that he's formed a society, right? Like the Legion of Doom sort of thing, right? And I'm trying to get a sneak peek, right? Deadshot is on the very left there, but then there's one more person on the very left. There's one more person standing alongside with the rest of the villains. I don't know who that is. Someone can probably snipe him out for me. And the super here too. If you search up online for the Injustice 2 mobile game, they have the supers available. Or at least Hal Jordan's and Flash and like some other characters, I think, right? Scarecrow is apparently a rumored character to be in the game, but he's only in the mobile one confirmed so far, I believe. But, you know, he just gets into this gigantic mechabot and it just does like a bunch of barrages of attacks. And then everybody was thinking too, and I was thinking as well, you know, like the whole mecha robot thing, right? It's more of a Kyle Rayner thing. It's more of a Kyle Rayner thing. I want Kyle in the game. I think he's underrated. He's not represented enough. And just a little bit more of what Bane would look like in the other cinematics. There's a snippet later, right here, what Bane looks like in-game, but we don't get to see too much of Bane. Not too much of Bane, but from what we can see though, like he doesn't look overly hulkish, like he did in Injustice 1. That's what I like. He looks kind of normal. Maybe, depending on the trait that he has, maybe he'll have the Venom injections again. Maybe he'll grow bigger. But guys, that's pretty much it for Shattered Alliances Part 2. There's a lot more to be revealed. The game comes out in 2 months, guys, so they're probably going to tease more as we go along, but not too much more on the story. Maybe just more characters and here and there. What was your favorite part about this trailer? Well, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Oh, it is Catwoman on the right there. I knew there was somebody on there, but like, who's the guy on the fucking left?